Hey guys, it's Horn here, bringing you guys another spicy build guide. So this build has arguably the fastest clear speed in the game, and it can also tear up bosses up to around Elder maps. It kind of struggles on Shaper and Uber Elder, DPS wise, but it's really just a clear speed build meant for farming maps. It's a Flicker Strike build that can sustain infinitely many frenzy charges using two uniques that are very easily obtainable that I will explain after I showcase how the clear speed is. So first let's just get right into a map and then I'll explain the tree and gear right after. Alright, so this is a shaped gorge and this is a level 95 trickster. I made an incursion league last summer, haven't changed anything since, and the gear is all really easily obtainable on a temp league, but it would not be a very good league starter. As you can see, the clear is extremely fast, and the character was only built to map clear. It takes long to kill Shaper, but it's still very doable. We went Trickster for the DPS, attack speed steroid, and for the really useful ascendancy that you get from it, that the movement skills cost no mana, and since Flicker Strike does have the movement skill tag on the gem, we do get to cast it for free, so we can reserve a lot of mana. And you can also go the cultist version of this if you want a super tanky and kind of a more well-rounded build. On cultist, you could go triple curse if you wanted to. You would have way more energy shield and way more sustain. I think it would actually excel on delves pretty well. And yeah, if you want to just clear maps and farm maps all day, you can just go trickster version and you will clear way faster. Alright, so now that you've seen the clear, we're going to go over the items now. So first we're going to explain exactly how the build works and how we sustain frenzy charges. So we're going to need two uniques to sustain the frenzy charges on this build. We're going to use the unique boots Red Trail Titan Greaves. So 50% chance to be inflicted with bleeding when hit by an attack, 15% increased movement speed while bleeding, and the most important mod, gain a frenzy charge on hit while we're bleeding. So we use this in pair with the jewel, the golden rule. So bleeding you inflict is reflected back onto you. So then we get a claw, or you can use a foil if you'd like. With you could get chance to bleed on your foil or claw. I know that one of the implicits on a foil is chance to bleed, or you can just put it in your link chance to bleed support. So we are reflecting bleed back onto us, and we every time we hit an enemy, we gain a frenzy charge. So we can infinitely sustain frenzy charges as long as we are bleeding. So we just have to continuously be bleeding, and we can flicker strike forever. Now, since we are physical damage, we would take a ton of damage from reflecting bleed, but we use Apep Supremacy. So you take chaos damage instead of physical damage from bleeding. We go chaos inoculation. You are immune to chaos damage. We are now immune to all bleed damage, and we don't take any damage from the reflection. So that's how we sustain the frenzy charges, so we can flicker strike forever. But yeah, so for a weapon, you want the highest physical DPS claw or foil if you'd like. Um, I think claws are a little bit better just because the nodes are really nice and the nodes have good leech on them. Um, you want a really well-rounded claw or foil. You want high attacks per second, like at least 1.9 or 2. I have really low attacks per second on this, so I could be even faster, but it also has crit strike chance on it, which is really nice. And I got this claw for about 6 or 7x back in Incursion League. The helm is just a basic energy shield helm with resistances. You're going to want the lab enchant, 9% increased flicker strike damage per frenzy charge. Apep Supremacy, you can get this shield in Delve by using keys, and you can also get it from, I think there's a card for it, but I got this in Incursion. I bought it for, it was actually super cheap in Incursion. I bought it for only around 2 or 3 exalts, but now I think it's close to 10x because a lot of people are playing the Occultist Blade Vortex and trying to go deep in the delves with the shield, so it's in high demand. For rings, you just want to have a lot of flat fizz, energy shield, and resistances like always. You want to at least a ring with Warlord's Mark on hit. It will help you with leeching and just have flat ES and resist once again. You could also use the Mark of the Elder ring. That would give you a shit ton more damage, but resistances are a little bit hard to get on this build. We do use a lot of uniques, so yeah, we use Shaper's Touch with +1 Frenzy charges. These are really nice. It gives us ES, accuracy, and melee fizz, so they're very nice for our build. You could also, actually, I'm pretty sure you're gonna need Shaper's Touch for accuracy on this build. And next, so we're just using a belt of the Deceiver as a placeholder belt. I just wanted to showcase this build without a Headhunter. You can definitely a Stygian Vise or a Elder Belt with increased attack speed, or just life and something else on it would be way better. But Belt of the Deceiver is pretty budget, and this is the belt I use to clear the Gorge, so it works. Nearby enemies are intimidated, so they take 10% increased damage, so it's really strong. You also get crit for less damage. Resistances, life, strength. You're kind of starving for strength on this build as a shadow, and of course the red trail. Now for the flask, of course you're going to want a diamond flask. We are a crit build. I put freeze immunity on it. Quicksilver, curse immunity, pretty self-explanatory. And Adziri's Promise for damage. Lion's Roar, we are a physical based build, so 25% more melee fizz damage is really helpful. And a Sin's Rebirth, this gives us Unholy Might, which gives us our percentage of our physical as extra chaos damage, so it's a more multiplier and it's super strong for DPS. So that's pretty much it for the gear, and now for the tree. We're pretty much just gonna start over here, get the attack speed nodes. We're gonna get Fizz, we get our crit, and we head up to CI and Ghost Reaver. Now the problem with this build is we have to travel all the way down here to get Valpak, and it's kind of a pain. There's not too much to get around here that's useful for us, but you can probably get rid of these for the crit nodes over here. And yeah, you just want to pick up all the frenzy charge nodes that you can. We're starving for strength because we're on the right half of the tree. There's only a lot of dexterity. Flash charges gained and flask of abjuration really helps. And yeah, we also need accuracy. We really bad on this build because we're not a champion. We're also not using a Lyco, so we really do need the Shaper's Touch. And yeah, we get the claw nodes and more claw nodes over here, life, crit multiplier, and CI. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the tree. There might be some room for improvement on the tree, but I've tried out a couple different setups, and I think this is definitely the best one. We have a jewel with ES, crit multi, and cold res. This is a really garbage jewel, but I'm sure you guys can find jewels way better than this. And make sure you also have an onslaught on kill jewel, so we can skip a silver flask and get more DPS using unique flasks. And our Watcher's Eye is just energy shield recovery rate while affected by discipline. This helps us leech more and become more tanky. And another jewel, energy shield, resistances, and crit. So that's pretty much it for the build guide. Yeah, this was on standard, but I didn't change any of the gear since I played this in Incursion. I don't play Standard League at all. I just wanted to showcase the build because a lot of people were asking about it on stream. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll definitely post my profile and a POB link in the description. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.